I have made some bad mistakes in my time, but that's the breaks, and I'll bet I've had way more fun than you.
Well, hello there, welcome back to another exciting edition of Kip Does Stuff. This edition will be the end of the year shop tour. What's new, what's gone. So let's get right into it. Okay, first and foremost, I got a brand new shop layout. It's not much. I had a lot of clutter in the middle of the building. And there should be a picture around here somewhere of this one, or there. And it was really messed up. So I cleaned up all the clutter, moved all the tools and benches, and made myself a U-shaped work area. Here or here. Let's see what we got.
Here is my new lathe tool cart. I built this at my daughter's earlier in the year. It got my chisels on there and all my chucks and all the chuck tools and pencils, my hammers, my new Forster bits, and all my layout tools for the lathe. And down below is a nice cupboard full of junk.
Okay, we'll put the camera back on the tripod and we'll move over here to the new mini lathe, the 10 by 18 mini lathe from Harbor Freight. I got it for $150. Somebody was selling it at the beginning of the year, so I picked it up. I've got it on the shelf, or excuse me, I've got it on the bench. I put my 36-inch lathe on, but that no longer exists. Come in handy, and I really enjoy it. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Okay, next to the lathe, we've got the new 9-inch disc sander. That's where my 36-inch lathe went. I cut it apart and added a disc to it. Used the same motor, built a little table, and now I've got a disc sander, and I really like it. It can grind and sand stuff down very quickly. So glad I got it. Okay, next to that is my 10-inch table saw, which I'm pretty much using as a bench. One of the bigger tools I got, or the most expensive tools I got, was my Genmitsu 3018 Pro CNC router. I haven't used it a lot. I do have a lot of projects planned for it this winter and coming spring. I'm hoping to get into that. I took the box that my lathe tools came in and repurposed it and put all the tools of the lathe inside there. So there we go. Okay, some other small tools I got was a nylon hammer that I was going to use to make quarter rings. I never got around to that yet, but hopefully I will. I also got one of the Japanese two-sided pole saws. They come in handy for parting things off on the lathe and cutting small parts. I intend to make a video of this, a review, eventually. I also finally got an impact driver. I tell you, if you get one tool, get an impact driver. It sure does improve getting screws in and getting screws out, and lets you free up your drill so you don't have to keep changing bits constantly. Another new tool was this 4.5 inch, 4 1/4 inch random orbit sander. I use this every day. It was only $20 at Harbor Freight, I do believe. Or maybe Walmart. Okay, another tool I'm going to put in the new category is my sandpaper caddy. My sandpaper was strewn all over the shop, and now it's all in one little spot. All my little pieces. I got my disc sander, got big squares, all the little parts and pieces that I collected over the years. More in the back. Random orbit sander, disc, even some wallboard sanding paper. This thing has saved me a lot of time and effort finding my sandpaper. Okay, next to that, I've got my other portable table saw. I built a stand for that earlier in the spring. Now I can move this outside and do repetitive cuts so I don't have to make a huge mess inside with the big 10-inch saw. And I made a couple push sticks for it. That really come in handy. Okay, right in front of the portable table saw, I've got my stitching pony. I haven't used it yet, but I've got several projects lined up for that. Okay, on the bench next to my portable table saw, I've got my Central Machinery 5-speed bench drill press. This has come in handy a million times so far. I've got another drill press in the corner, but it's a little more difficult to get to, and I really don't like it. I've got my vise over here, and a set of drill bits right dedicated just for this drill press. Okay, on the same bench next to the drill press is, I think it's a 9-inch benchtop bandsaw. I got this at Menards. I've wanted one of these for years. I'm so glad I got it. It's opened up a huge world of things I can do easier and faster than having to start up a big table saw or radio arm saw every time I want to cut something. Okay, something I don't want to overlook is this huge improvement for shop infrastructure. This entire floor is fatigue mat. Something they use like in home gyms and such. It has been a godsend for my back, knees, and hips. Standing on the concrete all day in front of the lathe or one of the drill presses is just rough and brutal on your body. If you've got a few dollars, invest in a few of these. Takes a little extra time to clean up around, but it's well worth the investment. It can really help your joints in your knees, hips, and your back. Okay, that's the shop tour for the end of 2020. There is a new tool somewhere in the shop. I can't find it right now because I never used it since the day I bought it. It's my new shop vac I got from Walmart. The video of assembling it and unboxing it did surprisingly well. You'd think I'd actually use it, but I don't. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and Happy New Year.